What's in a name? It's legacy, it's history, it's respect. And this season, names become legend. This is passion, this is power, this is our culture. This is Newcastle, Bristol, Caledonia, Sheffield, Plymouth, London, Manchester, Surrey, Cheshire, Leicester. This is basketball. So know our passion, our power, our culture, know our name.
Well, hello there and welcome to a packed Plymouth Pavilions. Players have arrived, teams are ready, coaches are ready, we are here. It's just myself, Paul Nicholson. I am not joined by Pablo Cheeks today. He unfortunately can't make it, so who knows what's going to happen without him. Welcome. So, Newcastle, Plymouth, BBL Cup. This is one or done right now. And the last time these two teams met, it was a very interesting battle. A Patriots 80-72 victory, knocking the Newcastle Eagles out of the playoff spot and confirming Patriots' playoff spot for their first ever season. In that game, Rashad Hassan hit 25 points with 12 rebounds and really led the Patriots to their playoff victory. Into the playoffs. So, here we go again. Both teams, a very different Newcastle, some familiar faces for the Patriots. It's going to be really interesting to see how this one goes. So, before we move any further on, let's speak to Newcastle coach Mark Stoutle.
Hey Mark, long journey down to Plymouth. You're here. How's the guys feeling?
Excited, ready to go. Yeah, excited, ready to go.
And obviously for you, it's a new journey for you this season. 3 games in. How's the team feeling in general in the camp? How are you feeling? You're looking forward to the rest of the BBL season?
Yeah, we obviously haven't had the start that we wanted. You know, it's no surprise. But we have a group who's competing every day and trying to get better. And yeah, we're trying to make sure that we're putting right some wrongs. So yeah, I think every day's just at this stage about getting better as a group. We've shown some really positive basketball, and we've shown some areas where we need to be more consistent. So I think at the minute it's about being present day by day, focusing on how we can get better, and hopefully putting it together for 40 minutes today.
And for sure, this is obviously the BBL Cup, not the BBL Championship. So does everything go out the window now, one game at a time? Yeah,
for sure. It's a competition that our club has a lot of heritage, a lot of history in, and trying to educate a lot of the newer guys that we've got on that. I think it's important. It's a competition that we know essentially it's 40 minutes and you get to advance. So yeah, I think it's about, again, being present, controlling what we can between the lines today, and giving the best account of ourselves.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
Thanks, thank you very much.
This evening's this afternoon's visitors, the Newcastle Eagles, and wearing number 3, it's Javon Hamlet. Number 4 is Ben Montford. Number 9 is Samoa Candy. Number 11.
It's against the Giants in their first game of the season, but an old friend. The Newcastle Eagles, the team with the most silverware since the introduction of the BBL, struggled last season to maintain their own lofty expectations. It was practically all change over the summer, and this brand new version of the Eagles has yet to notch up a win. They showed signs against the Giants in their first game of the season, but an old friend put a stop to the Eagles' chances.
By Robertson, Fletcher's off to the races. Sorted out.
Their next game would be far closer. Against the Cheshire Phoenix, the Eagles would overcome a 17-point deficit, only to fall at the final hurdle, losing by just 3 points. Friday night, they faced the impossible task of overcoming the mighty London Lions, a task no team has undertaken successfully. The Patriots this season came out of the blocks firing against the Phoenix. Having re-signed the majority of last season's roster, they hit the ground running and took care of Cheshire on the road. The Giants, however, proved a tougher opponent, and the Patriots struggled. Unable to find any rhythm, they would eventually lose to the Manchester side. Despite rallying in the third quarter, the Giants proved too much. Friday night, the Patriots headed to Bristol to take on the Flyers in the South West Derby. The game was everything onlookers expected, a physical, gruelling affair, with the better team finishing on top, for now.
And Flyers will take a early 1-0 lead in this series against Plymouth City Patriots.
The last time these two teams matched up, it did not disappoint. Playoff decider was an epic finish to last season, with the Patriots taking the spoils.
Pavilions on its feet, 34 seconds to go, 6-point lead for the Pats. Antonio Williams just taking time off. 20 seconds now, 6 seconds on the shot clock, double team. Alley-oop, backdoor slam! Oh my goodness! Plymouth City Patriots are going to the playoffs, baby!
Expect no less tonight as the Plymouth City Patriots take on the Newcastle Eagles.
There you go, that certainly sets the tone right there.
On our table this evening we have Lindsay Chapman, Chris Chapman and Bex Palou.
The visiting Newcastle Eagles. It's going to be a hell of a game. Pavilions is absolutely packed out, and we are ready to go, just minutes away from tip-off as we prepare for this BBL Cup game. So as the teams warm up, we're just going to wait for confirmation of the starting fives before we get going, and then we should be tipping off exactly on time at 3 o'clock. So here we go, looking at the starting fives. Visiting Newcastle Eagles, we have Hamlet, Varner, the veteran himself, Darius Defoe, Kennedy and Cone. For Plymouth Patriots, Issa Brandon. We have Bell, Makidrick Bell, Troy Simons, Elvisi Dusha and Rashad Hassan. We have 3 there, Patriots players who were here last season, and will that be a big difference maker here in Pavilions? But this is Patriots' first home game of the season, and they look ready. There's obviously no Antonio Williams, who's had a slight knock in training, and there is no Joe Hart, who is out for the season. Will those factors have an impact on today's game? Both teams head to the bench to get ready. And again, it is just myself here today. I am not joined by Pablo Cheeks, which is very upsetting for me. That's why we're not on camera today, you see. He's got the looks, and to be fair, I'm just here because I am. But teams are getting ready. Patriots are at the bench, and we are just 1 minute away. So looking here at, obviously, for the difference makers, Newcastle Eagle, Hamlet is averaging 22.7 points in the BBL. We cannot forget that man, Ben Mockford, averaging 10 a game, but that man has the ability to go off at any point. Those two players for the Newcastle Eagles are certainly going to be something on the scouting report. Looking at Plymouth Patriots, Troy Simons averaging 13 a game. Recently, he maybe didn't want to shoot the ball in the consistency that he was. He looks like he's changing that around against Bristol and was firing all cylinders. But let's talk about Elvisi Dusha. He had one great game against Bristol. They didn't come away with the win, but he really led the team like a captain should. And not forgetting that man, Rashad Hassan. Last time he played Newcastle, 25 points, 12 rebounds and 2 blocks. Keep a close eye out for that man, Makidrick Bell. He is extremely athletic. Rookie into the BBL, his first pro season. And if the opportunity is right, you will see him fly. So teams all shaking hands, getting ready. Pat the dog is still on the court talking to the referee. And we are getting ready for tip-off now as the final fans find their seats here in Plymouth Pavilions. Over 1,000 fans packing out the pavilions today for Patriots' first home fixture. So into the tip is Bell and Defoe. Defoe just giving his team instructions of where to stand. And it's a Newcastle who gained the first possession. And will they get the first point of the game? So currently the score is not on the screen. I'll keep... Oh, it's now appeared. There you go. My bad, everybody. First home game of the season, what can I say? Dusha into Rashad Hassan. He's in a low block. He loves it down there. That man has a high percentage for a reason. You get the ball in to Rashad Hassan in the key. Very likely an easy basket for him. Here comes Newcastle pushing the ball into the key. Looking for space. Doesn't find it on the double team. Good ball rotation from the Eagles. Defoe takes it into the key. Issa gets a hand on it. Swings out for the free ball. Doesn't fall. Kennedy can't make that one drop, and here comes LVC Dusha. Back into veteran Rashad Hassan. He swings it to Bell for the mid-range two. Doesn't fall. And away comes Kennedy now. Coast to coast. Attacks the basket. Blocked by McKedrick Bell. And the game just looking to settle down. But these teams are frantic as Issa Browning hits the free. And the crowd absolutely love it. Ball swung around to Newcastle. Just starting out the offense. Defoe's coming off the screen looking for that. He gets that just outside the high block. Ball push baseline. He's double teamed. You can count that baseline as a triple team, but it comes off the legs of LVC, and it's going to be a Newcastle ball on the baseline. Going to be inbounded by Cone. Newcastle set up in a box formation. As we just wait for the inbound. Here we go. So that man Defoe, he misses. Issa comes off with a rebound after a couple of tips. Patriots in control. LVC at the top, conducting traffic. Back to Brandon. He comes in for the pull-up just inside the free line, doesn't fall. Newcastle can't quite get their hands on that, and that's going to be a Patriots possession. We've got 13 seconds on the shot clock. Patriots ball as they inbound from the sideline, just on the corner. VC Dusha at the top. Troy Simons, he'll fancy himself from the free line right there. That doesn't fall. Fight for the rebound. And it's Newcastle who come away with it in transition. It's a pull-up. In and out. Varner not quite able to make that. Comes down the other end, and Darius Defoe picks up his first foul, and Patriots will go to the line. So Troy Simons will head to the line for 2 shots. First foul on the board for Darius Defoe, number 13. First one's good. And second one's full, so Kennedy inbounds. Cone will bring the ball up, heavily guarded by LVC Dusha in the full court. A player that certainly stepped up in the absence of Antonio Williams. Defoe swings that one out. Hamlet is fouled. So Rashad Hassan will pick up his first foul. Hamlet will go to the line 4-2. And first one's good. Second one doesn't fall. Issa will pull down the board, and LVC Dusha in possession. Troy comes off the double screen, followed by Rashad down in the low block. He gets the ball, he puts the ball down. He may be a veteran, but he's got young legs. Rashad Hassan throws that one down. Nice floater. Great play there from Hamlet. Attacks the key, finds enough space to pull up the floater. 2 points there for Hamlet. LVC with the pull up. That one falls. He's not known for his scoring this season, but don't you forget about it. LVC Dusha can put the ball in the hoop. We got 6:29 on the clock. Cone returns fire. That one falls. We got a shootout here at Pavilions. Dusha back in possession. Looks for Rashad. Rashad twists. He's got Defoe. Defoe gets hands on it. It's a loose ball, and that's going to be a jump ball. Rashad refusing to let go. Cone refusing to let go. Defoe refusing to let go. Seems a little bit dramatic right there. If you're Rashad and you're on the floor and you've got Darius Defoe on top of you, you ain't getting up. I promise you that. That's a big dude. So referee's going to tackle that one early. So it is 12-6 currently to the Plymouth City Patriots. The jump ball stands in the possession arrow. It looks like it's going to be a Patriots ball. LVC will inbound. That goes to Rashad. Back to LVC. He looks to pull up. Doesn't go there. It attacks the paint, and there's a foul on the floor. And that is Hamlet. That'll be Hamlet's first foul. So another baseline possession here for the Patriots. Patriots reset their offense. Ball at the top with Troy Simons. That comes out to LVC for his second free of the game. Does not fall, but an athletic leap from Bell. Gets the rebound, but Newcastle have come away with it. And the foul is called on LVC Dusha. It looks like after that jump ball, things have now got a little bit of tension on them, and the players are now pulling themselves out there a little bit more. We are still sitting here at 12-6 for the first quarter. So Kennedy inbounds the ball. Defoe swings that back round. Back to Cone. Back to Defoe. He loves the mid-range, and that one falls. You cannot leave Darius Defoe open in the mid-range. And to be honest with you, even if you close him out, that's a tough shot to stop. Basket is good. Newcastle come away with it. Baseline attack. That's an out of bounds. Foot was out just on the drive then. Or is that a foul called? No, the foul was called before the out of bounds. Apologies. That was on Leslie Varner. So into the game for Patriots. Tukey has entered the game. Another athletic scorer in James Hawthorne Jr., a.k.a. Tukey. Nice little move. Gets into the key. Twists and turns, but doesn't fall. Away come the Patriots. LVC slows it down a little bit here. Doesn't push the ball in transition. But he pulls up the free instead. Doesn't drop, and away come Newcastle. Mockford just entered the game for Varner. Kona, he attacks, swings it to Defoe. He's been there before. That one doesn't drop though. And Patriots come away with it. LVC Dusha seems to be picking up a couple of rebounds here as well. That's going to go Newcastle possession. Good hustle there on the defensive end. To Cohen, here he comes. Faced with LVC Dusha in the full court. Swings to Mockford. Takes a couple of steps to the ball outside. Back to Cohen. Off the screen from Darius Defoe. He attacks the basket. Nothing there. Swings to Mockford for the long range free. Drops. Bring it now. 14-11. Newcastle bringing the game back with that long free from Ben Mockford. Troy Simons puts it in. Nice pass. Absolutely fantastic dish to Rashad Hassan. Like we said at the beginning of the game, you put the ball in the key to Rashad. That's a high percentage shot right there. Kennedy to Defoe. Didn't happen to Defoe. Defoe didn't seem overly happy about that. And Newcastle seem to be a bit all over the place right now, so they're going to have to pull it out of the bag. And what better than an open free? Drops. That's how you make the most out of when the play breaks down. Swing the basketball, wait for the open man, good shot fake, pull up on the free ball. Troy in the corner, guarded heavily by Mockford. Swings to Dusha. Back to Simons. Good defensive play there from Ben Mockford, and that's going to go Newcastle ball. So into the game comes Sam Keita. He will come in for Rashad Hassan. Born in St Austell, Cornwall. Sam Keita plays basketball many places, including Myerscough Academy, and then overseas part of his college career. Now he's back in Plymouth, down in the southwest, wearing number 15 for the Plymouth City Patriots. Outside pass, going to use it for free. Airballs that one, and looks like a foul off the ball. And that's going to be on Duke Shelton on his first foul of the game. Duke Shelton returning to the BBL. Very athletic, strong inside presence. Dusha for the free. Doesn't fall. Great athleticism from James Hawthorne Jr. Picks up the rebound, swings it back to Dusha. Passes off to Troy Simons. He's up for the mid-range. Doesn't fall. Rebound now for Newcastle as they push the ball in transition. Great hands from Sam Keita, who deflects that off the backboard. And here is James Hawthorne, number 2. Takes into the key. He loses possession, and here come Newcastle again. It's a very up and down game right now. So we have 1:49 left on the clock. Attacks baseline, doesn't finish. Great drive on the baseline from Kennedy. He draws the foul. Jamal Kennedy will go to the line. As we see now, Hamlet is coming off. And also coming into the game is new kid on the block here at Plymouth City Patriots. Patrick Lanny Peckham is in the game with a solid 5 points, with a nice free and a dunk against the Bristol Flyers. Patriots fans are excited about the prospect of this young man. So 2 from 2. We got 1:44 on the clock as Plymouth City Patriots advance the ball. Troy Simons in possession. Inside pass to Keita. Loses control of the ball, but managed to keep his footwork. That's an outside shot. It's an air ball, but Sam Keita picks it up, puts it back in. First 2 points there for Keita. Newcastle now pull up the free ball. That one is good, and that certainly puts Newcastle more than back in the mix as they pick up their first lead of the game. So we got 10 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to be Patriots possession. James Hawthorne Jr. Danny Peckham. He can certainly stretch the floor and he can certainly shoot the free ball, but here comes Issa Brandon. Playing like a big man inside. Issa Brandon hooks it in for 2. And Newcastle immediately down the other end of the court. Danny Peckham is playing tough D there on Mockford to cover that pass. And a foul on the floor. And that'll be on Sam Keita. And I believe that is now team fouls. So Newcastle will go to the line for 2 shots. And that's Leslie Varner will be shooting 2. Currently hasn't put the ball down as of yet. This is the first opportunity to get on the board. And he does so, putting the Eagles level at 20 apiece. And that's 2 from 2. 24.4 seconds on the shot clock. So not quite enough to turn those shot clocks off. Sorry, on the game clock, but not quite enough to turn those shot clocks off. So here comes Issa Brandon. He swings it to Hawthorne Jr. Troy Simons in possession. Looking to inside to James Hawthorne. And that's going to be a charge as Cohen stands his ground, takes a hit from Hawthorne, wins a possession and hurts himself in the meantime. Hopefully he is okay and it's nothing serious. As you can see there, as the ball gets inside defensively, feet were on the floor, takes a hit, but it looks like that hit has sent him to the bench. Hopefully is going to be okay, and like I said, nothing serious. So here we go, 3.2 seconds left in this first quarter. Keys for Patriots, contest the shot, don't foul the basketball. It's a pull-up, it doesn't fall. So here we are, end of the first. Eagles up by 1 at the end of the first quarter, as the cheerleaders now take the floor here at the Plymouth Pavilions. It's been an up and down game. I feel that, both teams have had moments of where you really see what they're capable of. At the same time, a few turnovers which, realistically on another day may not have happened. But we'll go through the stats and we'll have a look how the teams are squaring up individually. Looking at the Patriots, Rashad Hassan is leading the way with 8 points. He is 4 from 4. And that's not rare for Rashad Hassan, I tell you that now. Followed by him will be Issa Brandon. He is 2 from 3 field goal and he is sitting on 5 points. Newcastle Eagles. Cohen is 9 points. Shooting 75%. He has been playing very well, taking great options from the free line, moving the ball very well, leading the team in scoring, as you can see. Followed by that, the points are pretty much spread out along the Eagles. Mockford on 2, Kennedy on 2, Defoe on 2, Barnett on 2, and Hamlet on 3. So let's see what the next quarter will bring here in the Plymouth Pavilions. Plymouth City Patriots are on the floor. Newcastle Eagles just getting ready to come off the bench, taking every bit of clock they're allowed. Patriots mascot Pat the dog, he's getting the crowd going. Last count, it was over 1,000. I think the last count was 1,017 people in the pavilions, but I believe a few more have come in. So it's certainly a packed out crowd. Season tickets arrived today. Season ticket holders are delighted to be here for the first game. So here we go. Newcastle will start off the quarter. Hamlet in possession. Out to Mockford. Little slip and slide right there on the floor, but remains in possession. Back to Mockford at the top. Shot clock running out. Very good defense right now from Patriots, but unfortunately a foul on the floor with just a couple of seconds left on the clock. Looks like that's going to be on Sam Keita. That puts Sam onto 2 fouls, which is the cue for Rashad Hassan to be back in the game. So Newcastle 2 inbound from the sideline. Hamlet gets his feet into the key. Kicks it out for the pull-up to mid-range. Doesn't fall, and here comes Bell and LVC. Issa Brandon looks for the pull-up. That one falls. 3 points for Issa Brandon, his second of the game. You can see the 3-point cards waving in the background as well. The crowd are loving it. It looks like Patriots have come out very high-pressure defense right now, really making Newcastle work, but that is a great take from Shelton. Very well contested from Bell. So Newcastle coming away with it now. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Double teamed by Alvisi and Rashad. Manages to squeeze his way through. Shelton puts it up, calls for the foul. So fouls called on Mockford as a push. So we got 16 on the shot clock. LVC will inbound the ball for the Patriots. Into Bell at the top of the 3-point line. Patrick swings it now to Issa. Issa to LVC. And it falls! Another free ball for LVC Dusha. So Newcastle in possession. Shelton down low with Rashad Hassan. Keeps his hand up. Oh, that's a big block. No, it's not. That's a foul. That's a push on the floor. I think the push. I need to check here because Bell looked like he had a clean block right there. So the push I can only imagine is from Rashad Hassan. So that's on to Rashad. That is his second foul of the game. If it was a push, he didn't get pushed very far, but Shelton here will shoot the free throws. First one drops. And second one falls. And that looks like another foul by Ben Mockford. It's going to be a blocking foul. Number 4, Ben Mockford. Guarding LVC closely right now. Swings to Brandon. Issa swings the ball to Patrick. He gets his feet into the key with the floater. Doesn't fall, and Newcastle will come away in possession. Ball's picked up now. Backdoor's not available. It looked like the foul is now called. Pushing foul on the floor. Just want to see who that one is on. It looks like the foul is now called. Pushing foul on the floor. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is on. Just want to see who that one is I believe that was on Patrick Lanipakan. So he will remain on the floor, but the subs are coming in right now. We have Troy Simons entering the game for Issa Brandon. Another foul. That was an offensive foul, it looks like there from Duke. Duke Shelton just tussling down there with Rashad Hassan and maybe put a little bit too much arm into that one. So still looking at a 1-point game. Newcastle Eagles with the very slight advantage, and I'm talking very slight advantage. We all know in basketball a 1-point game until the last seconds doesn't really mean too much. Alvisi swings that to Troy Simons. Ball is now inside with Bell. He turns to the mid-range pull-up. That one falls. Defoe at the top. He's handing the ball off, fakes a handoff, gives it back. Nice move by Newcastle. Finish isn't quite as good as the build-up, and here come Patriots in possession. Bell, pass it in, comes off Rashad. It's going to be a Newcastle ball. Right idea, execution wasn't quite there. Obviously, as I remember, Patriots without Antonio Williams and Joe Hart this evening. Joe Hart, of course, out for the season, which is a huge loss to the Patriots. Big block by Troy Simons. Newcastle do get it back. Defense is recovering, but it's hard now because now you're playing a bit of a game of chase, and it finally caught up with them as Newcastle draw the foul with Hamlet, who attacks the hoop strong. As soon as that ball goes inside and then kicks it and you start chasing as a defense, eventually, if the ball keeps moving well, it's going to it's going to catch up with you, and you're going to get either that open shot or give yourself a driving lane, and that is just what happened. So 2 from 2 from the free throw line. We have 6:17 left on the clock. LVC in possession. Ball is now swinging. Troy Simons at the top. Refuses a screen from James Hawthorne Jr. LVC comes off. He attacks the basket. Tough finish by LVC Dusha. Hamlet controlling possession. Cohen swings it back to Hamlet. Off the screen from Defoe. That's an offensive foul. Leaning in with his shoulder. Unfortunately, that is out of the cylinder, and that will always get called as the offensive foul. So with 5:43 left on the clock, apologies. Both teams looking in foul trouble. Any foul now, we are going to the free throw line. James Hawthorne Jr. tries to skip the ball over the top. Looks like there's going to be a foul called on the floor. Foul is on Cohen. So as we said, foul trouble now, so any foul is going to result in 2 free throws. Troy Simons currently 2 from 2 from the free throw line. Hopefully I don't jinx that for him. I can breathe easy now. And 2 from 2 from Troy. Newcastle in possession with Darius Defoe. Swings the ball. Back at the top now with Hamlet. Looking to go one-on-one with Troy Simons. Does so, gets the 2 points. Dusha passes the ball to Troy, swings it to Hamlet. Down to Patrick. Danny Pakian swings it to LVC. Comes off the screen. Pulls up the 2 ball. Saw something very, very similar against Bristol, but that one didn't fall here. Newcastle come away in possession. Tough baseline drive. Ball's rotating really well. Here comes the gap in the middle. No good, but Newcastle come away with it, and it's that man, Darius Defoe. But there is a foul called on Defoe, I believe. As you see in the camera there, Pat the dog gives him a little wave as well. Not what you want after you've just got yourself another foul and you've got a 7-foot blue dog waving at you. So third foul for Darius Defoe. He will now leave and head to the bench. And still a 1-possession game. This one is going to be a close one. There's no doubt about it. LVC looking to move the ball down low. That goes into Bell. He attacks the rim. That's a foul on Bell. Just beats him on the first step there. You've either got to foul him right there, or you're going to see that ball getting dunked down, that's for sure. Great athleticism from Bell. Great first step as he finds his way to the hoop, and now is going to line 4-2. In and out with shot number 1. .57 on the clock. Cohen in possession. Newcastle looking to start the next offense. They are swinging the ball very well, and they are getting great shot opportunities from the outside, and that one drops. So that's going to be Patriots possession right there, as Keita's looking to come back into the game. And Mockford is coming in as well, as Varner takes a seat for Newcastle, and James Hawthorne Jr. will take a seat for Patriots. Inbound coming here into Keita. Swings it to Issa Brandon, who's back in the game. LVC Dusha with another pull-up three. Doesn't fall. Big man Keita picks up the balls. LVC organises them with 11 seconds left on the clock. On the shot clock, I may add. Into Bell. He's down on mid-range. He's hit a couple of them already. Misses that one, though. And that looks like it came off. Yeah, it did. It did came off Sam Keita. And it's going to be Newcastle possession. So Eagles currently with that 1 point. This possession has changed multiple times, but it's always a 1 point game. Is any team going to take that stretch away in the last 4 minutes here of the half? Hamlet guarded closely by Issa Brandon. Gets into the lane, swings about at Mockford. He's with a pull-up. That one falls short. Dusha, quick in transition. And looks like an offensive foul was called on LVC Dusha as he came to the stop right there. As always, the Plymouth fans are making their opinions known. Cohen is bringing up possession. guarded by LVC Dusha. This is a great matchup between these two guards here at Pavilions. Hamlet now coming off the screen with the pull-up, doesn't fall. Bell, is he coming away with it? No, he's not quite. Shelton swings that ball back to, Issa Brandon intercepts that skip pass, takes it to the hole. It's blocked, but it doesn't matter. The clean-up crew is in the building. Sam Keita puts the 2 away. Cohen to Shelton. He looks to attack Keita. Keita sent basket side. Nice little spin move there by Shelton. Puts his arms up looking for something. Got nothing, but he got a good 2-point possession. Now VC in control. Keita to Issa Brandon. Ooh, little move from Issa. He takes it to the hole and gets fouled. Lost his man on the dribble right there. And surprise, surprise, we're at a 1-point game. So here we go. Timeout called. 2:43 left on the clock. 1-point game seems to be the only thing going on here at Pavilions with the scoreboard. Both teams not yet able to pull themselves away. What a game it is as we check out some of the highlights here. It's certainly a low-scoring game, but it's certainly, looking at this defense here, you can see why people are being absolutely smothered when they get the chances. And when they do get them, they're making them count. A great possession there from Newcastle. Issa Brandon is sitting on 8 points. So is Rashad. So is LVC Dusha for the Patriots. Hamlet on 7. Kennedy on 5. Cohen on 9. And that's a matchup I'm really liking, is Cohen LVC Dusha. This is a great matchup to see, and both guards have great control, great ball movement, and conducting their teams very well. Yeah, it was a great memory last season when these teams last met. As I said, Plymouth knocking Eagles out of the playoffs and gaining their first ever season in the playoffs. But that was a very different Newcastle team to what we're seeing today. And this is the cup, not the championship. This is one or done. So Issa with 2 free throws. First one is good. And once again, we got ourselves a 1-point game. Double teamed inside. Good defense from the Patriots. Smothering defense from the Patriots. And now VC Dusha skips away with the basketball. Swings out to Troy Simons. Extra pass to Issa Brandon. He attacks the hole. Mid-range pull-up. No good, but there is a foot out of bounds on that shot flake. So Patriots now to play defense. As Cohen brings up the ball. Referee's whistle right now. Just having a quiet word. It looks like Mockford and Troy are having a conversation. And a technical foul has been called for 2 guys. And Mockford's kind of laughing about it, and Troy's kind of a bit confused. So technical foul has been called off the ball. Mockford hits the first free throw. Without knowing what's been said, it's hard to make a judgment call on that. But obviously from up here, it just seems like 2 players having a little chat with each other and maybe, you know, going at it a little bit, but nothing physical, nothing. Didn't look very aggressive from here, but here we are. Eagles in possession. Obviously, something was said that the referees didn't like, and the game continues. Oh, VC Dusha comes away with it. He looks for the finger roll. That one's down. Eagles swing the ball. Rotate one more time, looking for that extra pass. Hand in the lane. Great job from Sam keeping him out of the paint. Kennedy wasn't able to attack the lane as he wanted to. Issa Brannan over the top to Bell. Gets himself inside, doesn't fall, tries to get a rebound, but he did catch Cone on that one on the way down from trying to grab the ball, and that will be a personal foul. And it will be an unsportsmanlike foul. Be interesting just to see that one again. Whether or not Bell meant it to be unsportsmanlike. Obviously within the rules it is an unsportsmanlike foul, according to the officials today. So another free throw for the Newcastle Eagles. And dare I say it, it's a 1 point game at Pavilions. So the possession will go to the Newcastle Eagles. We're looking at 39 apiece with 1:27 on the clock. Nice twists and turns there from Newcastle. Really struggling to find the hoop right now. Good defensive play right there. Bell gives him one back, and there's a block. Away come Patriots. They've got a man in hand. Issa Brandon pulls up the free, doesn't fall. Big rebound from LVC. Gives it back to Issa. And another charge has been called. So we are still sitting at 39 apiece. As Coach Paul James calls a timeout and players head to the bench. Yeah, really interesting again. Just both teams struggling to pull away. Yeah, the field goal percentage, you're looking at a Patriots 46. Newcastle struggling with their opportunities. They're sitting 10% below that on 36 for field goal percentage. And teams are doing a great job defensively of stopping the opposition getting into the key and making sure every shot is contested. You know, and defensively, sometimes there's things you can stop, things you can't. And if you put yourself in a position where you make sure every shot's a difficult shot, then you're going to find yourself in a position to be in a ball game by the end of it. And we are 39 apiece at this first home game at the Plymouth Pavilions in the BBL Cup. As both coaches sit down with their teams and final plan before we go into halftime. You got 1:05 on the clock, and a small run here makes a world of difference. Gary Stronach there on the Newcastle bench, ex-Plymouth Raiders coach, a little bit well known around these parts. But Patriots fans, they ain't worried about that right now. They just want to get their team and get behind them and pick up a win at the first home game of the season. Newcastle in possession. Mockford can't give that man any space whatsoever. Ball swung again. Little floater. Nice move right there from Hamlet. Pulls up the floater. One of my favourite shots, that's for sure. Probably because I'm a little man myself, but that floater, that was a lovely play. Troy Simons pulls up, doesn't fall. Bell gets hands on it. Can't quite. Cohen is then pushing in transition, and this is a run which is well needed for either team. We talked about that In games like this, a small run makes all the difference. And now we have 43-39 for the Newcastle Eagles. In a close game like this, a basket is well needed before halftime. Patriots, as there's 6 on the clock. LVC swings it to Bell. Does he look for the mid-range? He attacks. Spin move! Doesn't fall. Keita can't quite get his hand on it. In time, we go in to the halftime slot. 43 Newcastle Eagles, 39 Plymouth City Patriots. So what a game we have gone on here. Before we take a quick break, just go through some of the key stats of the first half from the players. And we are looking at points-wise, Issa Brandon on 10, LVC Dusha on 10, with also 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Then for the Newcastle Eagles, they are spreading the ball, but Cone on 13, he is leading the way with 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. So, for me now, that's it. Let's go into halftime and we'll speak to you soon. Lisa Brandon in possession. Down low to that man, Rashad Hassan. Looks like Newcastle got their hands on the ball there, but it's going to be an inline ball for your Plymouth City Patriots. So 12 seconds left on the shot clock. VC Dusha looks to inbound. Kicks it out to Issa Brandon. Back to Dusha. Dusha with a free ball. That's how you start the second half. LVC Dusha gets to the Pavilion's crowd straight back into the rhythm of things. Hamlet now brings up the ball. Nice lob from Hamlet, but wasn't put away. Varna really struggling to put the ball away today. Issa Brandon with the free ball. Doesn't fall. Bell is there to pick up the pieces. Welcome Bell. Join the clean-up crew. 2 points, Plymouth City Patriots. Cohen starts the offense going for the Newcastle Eagles. Hamlet. Let's come off the screen from Shelton. Kicks it out for the three-point play. That one drops. Kennedy there with the big three as Newcastle retake the lead here in the third quarter. It's the sort of game that one big run could really be the deciding factor. This game is so close as Rashad Hassan keeps his field goal percentage right up there. Sitting at 100% field goal percentage for the game. Not the first time we have seen that from Mr. Efficient Rashad Hassan. So 18 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Hamlet. He gets into the key. Changes hands midair. Doesn't fall. Away comes Bell to LVC. He's looking for open bodies. He's found Troy Simons here. Brings the ball back. Regains control of the offense. LVC brings it in. Comes off the shin of Rashad. But Troy gets a finger on it. Doesn't fall. Hamlet still here. He kicks it out. Cohen for the free ball. Drops. This really is going to be a tightly contested game. It's basket for basket, miss for miss, turnover for turnover right now. Simons brings the ball in, swings that to LVC, looks to attack baseline, nothing there. Playing the big man in the post, LVC kicks it out to Troy Simons, drops! We're raining free balls in the third quarter right now. Troy Simons, big free, gets the Pavilion's crowd going. Hamlet to Kennedy. Kennedy into Cohen. Little backdoor cut coming there. Pass wasn't efficient enough. Hands were in the lane. And here comes Patriots in possession. Another free ball. Same spot. Same result. Troy Simons. He's feeling it. Pavilions are feeling it. That is just what he needed. Good hands, good defense. Away comes Simons. He's in transition, puts it down. 2 threes and a dunk for that man, Troy Simons. Momentum is swinging. Newcastle in possession. Handoff not there. More good defense from the Plymouth City Patriots. Cohen fakes it. He shoots a free ball. Doesn't fall. And Troy picks up the rebound in transition once again. He's going again. If this falls, the roof's going off. Doesn't happen. And here come Newcastle. Ball's a little bit messy, but it's ended up down in the low block. And foul has been called as LVC Dusha throws up a halfway line shot for good measure, just for quick heat check. And Newcastle will be going to the line. Troy Simons is full of energy. 2 big threes and a dunk to get the Pavilion's crowd rocking. Wait for next week's podcast from the Plymouth City Patriots as we have an interview with Troy Simons, and he told us how he actually used to be the most athletic guy on the team. And these dunks are a rarity right now, he says. but he gave us one there for good measure. 2 from 2 from Hamlet. The game is not by any means out of anybody's reach right now. LVC Dusha, he's in control. Bell with a little cut. Doesn't fall. That was a given, you would have thought, but doesn't go in. Great vision from Dusha. Here comes Newcastle. Nearly loses possession. Gains control again. Cohen. Pass it into the outside. Looks like a travel, but the foul is called, and it's going to be on Issa Brandon. Maybe it's just my eyesight. There's a reason I'm up here and not down there. So Shelton draws a foul. Kennedy seems a little bit upset about the possession before. A surprise, surprise, we are now sitting on a 1-point game. It seems to be the theme of the night. The biggest lead of the game has been a huge 4 points. Oh, little pass there. We know we said Troy was feeling athletic. That might be just a little out of his reach. And here comes Newcastle in possession. Kennedy swings it in to Shelton with the finish. I need to have a quick look on my stats soon to see how many lead changes there have been. But once again, Eagles are up by 1. Swings it to Dusha. Cohen playing defense there. Again, LVC playing the big man role. But a foul is called. The second foul of the game. LVC just having quick chat with teammate Rashad Hassan, 2 veterans of the BBL. Keep saying to LVC, he's probably the youngest veteran in the BBL after starting here his career, 18 years old. LVC Dusha into Rashad. Maybe that talking was exactly what we're looking at here. Rashad goes up, basket good. He is now 6 from 6. Newcastle in possession. Ball swung to Cohen. Gets up to the elbow. Puts the body on LVC and then goes back with the floater. Smart play by him. But LVC just having a conversation with the ref there and say, hey, you know, body on body. Dusha now tries to pass it back to Bell. Not quite there. So here comes Troy. He will reset. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Goes to the spot that he likes, but he gives it to Rashad. Looks like it's a foul, is a foul, and Rashad will go to the line 4-2 as Kennedy puts his hand up for the foul. It's one of those ones when the players put their hands up to claim the foul, you never know if they're actually being honest or they're just trying to stop their mate from getting out of foul trouble. If you're a basketball player, a coach, or involved in the game, you know what I mean. First one doesn't drop. Actually, Rashad's first miss of the game. It won't go towards his field goal percentage, I don't believe, so that's fine. One missed free throw. We can still stick with 100% Rashad. Second one's missed. Hawthorne gets a hand on it. LVC comes away with it. His rebound tally goes up. And Issa Brandon, fully open three, doesn't fall. Gets his own rebound. Way to chase it down. Ball's all over the place, and it's gone Newcastle possession. As we continue to be a 1-point game here at Plymouth Pavilions. Cohen brings the ball up. Conducting play. Mockford comes off the screen, keeping the ball nice and spaced out. Plenty of room to attack the lane. Mockford comes off a big screen from Defoe. He looks to pass inside. It's not there. Cohen with the pull-up. He fakes. He's done that a lot tonight. And it drops, and he's done that a lot tonight. Very smart play from the point guard, Cohen. He picks up another free ball for him this evening. Patriots in possession. Hawthorne with the free ball. That doesn't fall. This is a big possession here for Newcastle. The way the game's been going, like we said, any small run could be the difference maker right now. That looks like a long two. Yes, it was. Foot just over the line. So we're now 62-56. Hawthorne open at the top for the free ball. Drops this time. And just as the lead extended to the biggest lead of the game, it is dropped right back down again. Hawthorne Jr. with the tray. Mockford swings out to Cohen. Like I said before, the floor is spaced well. Kennedy fakes, kicks to Mockford. He looks for free, doesn't go. Defoe with his bread and butter. This time, he spread it on the wrong side, and that's a miss from Darius Defoe. Dusha into Rashad. Extra pass, leads the way. Issa Brandon, free ball! And back we are, tie game. Defoe, surprised he had the lane, if I'm honest with you. So surprised. He picks up a travel right there. Subs in, Rashad Hassan takes a seat. Sam Keita from Cornwall and former Myerscough player is in. James Hawthorne, Darius Defoe got some words for each other. I'm sure they're not talking about what they're having for dinner later. LVC Dusha brings the ball up for the Patriots. Over the top to Keita. Doesn't quite get his hands on it. But it's going to be Patriots ball from the end line as we sit at 62 apiece. There is no breathing room in this game. Issa Brandon. Keita sets the screen for LVC. He looks to post up, moves away from it, back to Issa. Defensive set. Successful for the Newcastle Eagles. The buzzer went. So Newcastle do have to bring that in. That's a 24-second shot clock. Still 62 apiece. We're sitting with 58 seconds left on the clock. Defoe at the top, guarded by Keita. To Kennedy, back to Mockford. Desperate for that pull-up shot, but we are not giving him any breathing room here at the Plymouth Pavilions. But Kennedy has a bit of space. He shoots it. That falls. And Newcastle up by 3. Hawthorne Jr. Brandon passes it to LVC. He's looking at Keita on the inside. It doesn't fall. Hawthorne Jr. gets blocked, but he recovers the ball. Picks up his own after that block from Newcastle. There's an extra pass from LVC. Pull up from Patrick. Doesn't fall. Hamlet will look to play out the last few seconds of the clock. Defoe with the free ball. It falls. Darius Defoe. I tell you, you cannot leave Defoe open. And he proved it right there. Free ball. Turning this into advantage Newcastle. 68-62 as we go into the fourth quarter. And that, surprisingly, is the biggest lead of the game. This game has just had no room whatsoever. Biggest score and run is 8. Apologies, the biggest lead is 9. 7 bench points for the Plymouth City Patriots. Second chance, 0.6. Newcastle Eagles, second chance, points 0 according to statistically right here. Fast break points 8, bench points 16, biggest lead is 6, biggest score and run 7. We really have a game on our hand, and there is no room for error now with the fourth quarter. Just showing you a few of the highlights from the last quarter, especially that burst from Troy Simons. Putting him on 12 points for the game. Alvisi Dusha, Issa Brandon share 13 apiece. Rashad Hassan is on 12 points, 6 and 6 field goal right now. Then look at the Newcastle Eagles, who have the lead currently. Hamlet on 11, Kennedy on 11, Cohen is 21, shooting 70% and shooting 71% from the 3-point line, which is really making a difference. Mockford's kept quiet on 4, and Shelton 12 points. So as we now turn our focus to the entertainment here at Plymouth Pavilions, you cannot forget, well, what I can only say is the best mascot in the BBL. Pat Riots has now left the court as the fans nervously sit on the edge of their seats, ready for what is going to be one heck of a fourth quarter. We got 10 minutes to go. BBL Cup action here at the Plymouth Pavilions. We've said it twice already. One or done. Who will progress to the next round of the BBL Cup? So Newcastle have the early possession here, an opportunity to extend their lead, which really, in the way things are going, could be a difference maker. At that free drops, it certainly would be, but Rashad picks up the rebound, and Patriots are now back in possession. Alvisi Dusha gets to the lane, he kicks out to Patrick, can't quite hang on to the ball, has to reset, tries to go over the top to Rashad, and that's another foul from Darius Defoe. He doesn't like it, but he never does. And can you blame a guy that competitive? Putting Defoe onto 4 fouls as he makes his way to the bench. Now Duke Shelton will take his place, which is not a bad swap if I'm honest with you. Duke Shelton has played really well today, sitting on 12 points, but just doesn't quite have that veteran experience that you get from Defoe, which in close games like this in the fourth quarter really makes a difference. Him and Cohen are both sat on the bench right now, and to be honest with you, those two, although the stats are definitely more in Cohen's favour, those two have a very positive impact in this game. And another foul inside, and that one's on Shelton. Newcastle very, very animated about the foul calls at the moment. They need to be careful, because in these close games, technical fouls, unsportsmanlike, anything of that is certainly not going to help you or your team. So Eagles still in the lead. Here comes Patriots. Alvisi looks at the free. Not enough space to get that one off. Gets himself into the lane. Looks for the pass off to Troy Simons. Simons at the top. He attacks baseline. Mid pull-up fadeaway. That's a tough shot. Doesn't fall. Going to be a Newcastle ball on that one. big defensive set. Every play is important now, defensively and offensively, especially if you are Patriots right now and you don't want this game to get away from you. The biggest lead of the game's only been 9 points. So you got to bear in mind, if you lose a couple of possessions here, it's going to be tough to get back into it the way the momentum's been going in this game. Looks like the ball's on the floor. Great hustle there from Lanny Pekin. Alvisi gives him his rewards. Does he make the free? Doesn't fall. Not quite enough on it. Hits the front rim. Rashad Hassan posted up here. Great defense. Stays on his feet. Good ball movement from Newcastle, trying to get themselves into the paint. They found a way in. Here it comes from Shelton, but it's a foul called. Shelton then steps over the top of James Hawthorne Jr. whilst looking at him down on the floor. Very, very disrespectful. The Patriots now need to control themselves in these moments and not react to that. So Shelton now to the line. First one doesn't fall. Second one falls. James Hawthorne Jr. Patrick Lanny Peckham. Back to LVC. Comes off the screen from Rashad Hassan. Back inside to Rashad. With the hook shot, doesn't fall. James Hawthorne tries to pick up the pieces. Rashad gets a second rebound. And those second chances could be what puts Patriots back into the game. Cohen swings the ball. Hamlet at the top. Comes off the screen from Shelton. Looks to get into the lane. Finds himself a bit of space. Great defense from Troy Simons. We got a 3-on-1 situation. It's going up. It's gone up too far. James Hawthorne can't quite get his hands on the ball. But you've got to keep that defensive momentum for the next play now. Forget about it. Move on. 7:19 left on the clock. 69-64 in favour of the Newcastle Eagles. Hamlet in possession. Swings to Kennedy. Kennedy to Cohen. He puts it inside to Shelton. Shelton swarmed on the corner. Back to Kennedy. Doesn't drop in. Here come Patriots. Rashad Hassan picks up the rebound. Putting him on 7 rebounds for the game. LVC Dusha. Back to Troy Simons. Back to LVC. Here comes the screen. Here comes the roll. Here comes the pass. Oh, it goes back to James Hawthorne Jr. Doesn't drop. And Patriots come away with yet another second chance opportunity. Great pass in there. Another rebound, another shot clock reset. Here come the Patriots. Does this one fall? Yes, it does. If you are Newcastle right now, you are going to be so frustrated because those second chances are going to come back to haunt you. (69-66). Newcastle still with that one possession lead. This game is certainly going to the wire. A couple of landmarks which have been hit today for the Plymouth City Patriots. LVC Dusha has now surpassed 1,700 BBL points. Rashad Hassan with that last rebound, 1,600 BBL rebounds. And Troy Simons, he has surpassed his 200 mark for Plymouth City Patriot points. So here we are, Newcastle Eagles up by 3 points, a 1-possession game. The rebounds are 39 to Patriots, 20 to Newcastle Eagles. And right now, that is a major factor on what is bringing Patriots back into the game. So here we go. Newcastle in possession. Big offensive set needed for them and a big defensive set needed for the Plymouth City Patriots. Kennedy in possession. Puts that into Shelton. He's guarded closely by James Hawthorne Jr. Two ball doesn't fall. Cohen can't get it to drop, and here come Patriots' opportunity to bring it to 1 or even bring the game level. LVC takes one-on-one, gets into the lane. Great pass, and the foul is called on James Hawthorne Jr. But LVC Dusha looking like a Harlem Globetrotter for 1 second right there. Gets himself into the lane. What a pass into James Hawthorne Jr. Putting LVC on 7 assists for the night, including 7 rebounds and 13 points. He is having a game. Hawthorne drops the first one. Drops the second one. We got a 1-point ball game. I think I've said that at least 12 times, possibly one more. We've got a game. And it is going to the wire. Good defense there from the Patriots. Mockford on the corner, throws it over the cross. Bell, too athletic, too long. He gets in the way, swings it to Hawthorne Jr. Pull up 2, drops James Hawthorne Jr. with the mid-range pull up. Guess what? We got a 1-point game. Into the paint. Nice basket. Hamlet is quietly going about his business. Picks up his 13th point of the game. I refrain from saying how many points are in this game right now, but I think you know. LVC Dusha, top of the floor, comes off the screen from Bell. He rolls to the basket. It swings to James Hawthorne Jr. from the wing. Doesn't fall. Bell gets his hands on it. Hawthorne gets his hands on it. Another second chance opportunity for the Patriots. The hustle on the boards is working for them right now. Hamlet, and he goes again. He gets fouled. Doesn't fall. He's going to the line for 2. So here we go. Paul James calls timeout with 4:16 on the clock as both teams make their way to the benches. So these second chance points from the Patriots are really helping them right now in this fourth quarter, taking their rebound total to 41, and you compare that to the rebound total of the Eagles on 20. That extra work, that extra hustle is certainly paying off, but again, in a game this close, all that work, all that hustle can soon mean very little. Both teams need to stay efficient. Both teams need to stay locked in. Hamlet from the Newcastle Eagles is finding his way into the paint quite often and that quite often is leading to kick-outs, which is starting the good ball rotation that Newcastle have, and then leaving players like Cohen open for the free ball. Patriots done a very good job of containing them in this quarter. Mockford is in the game, and we all know Mockford may have been quiet so far, but he has that ability just to let it fly when it matters. So people that Patriots really need to keep an eye on. First free throw is a miss. Patriots fans look happy about that one. Second is a miss. Interesting to see who comes away with it. Both players got hands on the basketball. Shelton and Hawthorne. Hawthorne having to get dragged away right there in conversation. But it looks like a foot was on the line. So it looks like James Hawthorne Jr.'s foot was on the line when the rebounds and the loose balls were tussled. So that will be an out of bounds. It's possession as Mockford inbounds the ball. Over the top here to Shelton. Shelton to Hamlet. Again, gets himself in the paint. Doesn't fall. Issa Brandon comes away with it. Chose to slow down there. Wise move from Issa Brandon not to rush anything right now. And again steps out of bounds just before he catches the ball. And turnovers like that are vital to the other team and really not what Patriots need right now. Unforced errors is something right now you do not want with 3:41 on the clock and a 1-point game. Mockford for the free ball. He hasn't had an open one in a while, but when he does, he's going to make it count. You can count on that. So a 2-point lead for the Newcastle Eagles. Hawthorne Jr. sets the screen. LVC swings it to Bell. He eyes up the free. Back to Hawthorne Jr. in the low post. He attacks middle. Doesn't fall. Newcastle opportunity to make this a 2-possession game or at least extend the lead. Big block from Troy Simons. That could be crucial down the wire, especially if he knocks this one down, and he does! Pavilions goes crazy. Do it at one end, do it at both ends. Why not Troy Simons? Newcastle in possession. Defoe steps in. He loves that range. You know it. Knocks it down. 2:05 left in the game. 1 possession game. LVC kicks it to Issa Brandon. He attacks the paint. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to James Hawthorne. Pull up, off balance, doesn't fall, but Patriots don't quite get away with that. So here we go. Crucial point, 1:39 on the clock. Newcastle with the opportunity to extend the 1-point lead. Defoe swings it down to the corner. Back to Defoe at the 3-point line. Hamlet gets himself into the paint. He's done a very good job of doing that today. Good defense from the Patriots. They're hitting transition now. Troy Simons. Back to Troy. He's guarded by Defoe. Troy's going to fancy himself in a foot race. Gets past it. Gets the mid-range. But doesn't fall. That looks like an out of bounds right there. We might have to go back at that. That could be a crucial point. but it's not called. Newcastle come away with it, or it could just be my eyesight. I go with the second. Some very nervous Patriots fans, I'm sure some very nervous Newcastle fans back at home. It's another stop by the Plymouth City Patriots. Here they come in possession. The crowd is certainly behind them. Issa Brandon calls the instructions. Back to point guard Elvisi Ducha, who has been pivotal today for the Plymouth City Patriots without Antonio Williams in the lineup. Elvisi hits the baseline, kicks it out to Bell, swings it one more time. Troy Simons shoots it, doesn't fall, and Newcastle come away with a very important rebound. So here we go. We have exactly 10.2 on the clock. Newcastle Eagles, it's their game to lose right now in a one possession game. Nobody in foul trouble, so there are fouls to give. You're going to expect that from the City Patriots. Instantly go for the steal if it's not there. Maybe a foul's going to get, well, I would say within the first 1 to 2 seconds. Anything else than that, you are leaving it too long. If you're Newcastle right now, you've got to be very careful how you inbound this ball. This is where things can go very well for you or horribly wrong. The crowd is certainly behind the Patriots. Newcastle have chosen not to advance the basketball. Mockford and Hamlet are looking to bring the ball up. Defoe comes up looking. James Hawthorne covers that pass. And there's a foul called on the double team on Mockford. We have lost a second on the clock. So that puts Patriots on 3 fouls. Again, they will look for that turnover. If not, they want to get themselves into foul trouble to put Newcastle to the free throw line, hoping that they will miss the free throws. This is where the game becomes very tactical. It's not just as simple as play the game and let the clock run. The interesting concept of Newcastle here not choosing to advance the ball. If you do have all guards covered on the defensive end and you have an opportunity where Defoe had to then come into the half to get the ball, there is every opportunity when the ball travels that distance that defense could pick it off. So you've really got to rely on getting the ball into your guards. And it looks like Patriots instantly tried a double team on the ball handler. We've seen stranger things happen at pavilions. But here we go, 9.2 on the clock. This time Newcastle have changed tactics. They have decided to advance the basketball. So they have advanced the basketball into their half. This makes the passing options a lot more open, but what it does do, if a turnover, 9 seconds for Patriots to push the transition ball if they get a steal off the inbound. Patriots will probably be looking to pick up a foul if they don't get the steal. One more will, by the looks of the clock, will take Newcastle to the free throw line. And that's when you hope you miss their shots. But in a 1-point game, even if they hit both shots, it will give Patriots the option for one chance to tie the game. Lots of discussions going on the table right now. I believe it's to do with the foul count. I'm not sure. Either way, this is where we are. The shot clock is turned off, obviously, with 9.2 seconds on the clock. Big possession for the Newcastle Eagles. Ball's in. Foul's made, which will put Darius Defoe to the free throw line for 2 shots. Makes both. You need a 3-point shot from the Patriots to tie the game. If he misses one, a 3-point shot made will win the game, or 2 will tie. And then we could be looking at overtime. Pavilion's crowd are loud. The first one's a miss. There's going to be an opportunity to win the game. Eight seconds left on the clock. Big rebound needed on a missed shot. It's not missed. We've got ourselves a 2-point ball game. A timeout is going to obviously come now to Ball James. We have 8 seconds left on the clock. 2-point game. More than likely a 1 possession. Again, turnover can kill this game right now. If Newcastle's play a great defensive set, they kill the game off. But Patriots have a opportunity. Can they get to the hoop? Can they get an open 3? I think if you base anything on Patriots last season, close games are nothing that they worry about. But it's a new season. There's new personnel. Anything could happen right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is BBL basketball. So here we go. 8.8 seconds left on the clock. The ball has been advanced. Troy to inbound the ball, guarded by Mockford. Issa Brandon in possession. There's a foul on the floor. 2 seconds have been knocked off the clock. We're now sitting on 6.2. The next foul will put Patriots to the free throw line. So 6 seconds. You've got to be careful not to foul here if you're Newcastle Eagles. Ball in with Issa Brandon. Clock's running low. Down to Patrick. He fades away. It doesn't fall. And the buzzer has gone. Newcastle Eagles are going to advance in the BBL Cup in what was a close game from start to finish. The first home game here at Plymouth Pavilions. Entertainment value, it certainly didn't disappoint, but it wouldn't be the result that the Patriots wanted. Newcastle will travel back, the happier team, and advance to the next round of the BBL Cup. So, as we finalise the stats right here, Rashad Hassan, 16 points for the Plymouth City Patriots, followed by by Troy Simons on 15, LVC and Issa Brandon both on 13 apiece. LVC also picking up 8 rebounds and 8 assists, with Issa picking up 9 rebounds and Rashad Hassan picking up 7. So the winning team, Newcastle Eagles. It was a big game for Cohen. He had 21 points and 5 assists. And Hamlet, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. And what a performance it was from those guys right there. So that is it from me here at Plymouth Pavilions. I'll be back at the next home game, and I'll be joined by my partner in crime, Pablo Cheeks. I hope you've enjoyed the game. It was certainly entertaining. And that is it from me here at Plymouth Pavilions.
What's in a name? It's legacy, it's history, it's respect. And this season, names become legend. This is passion, this is power, this is our culture. This is Newcastle, Bristol, Caledonia, Sheffield, Plymouth, London, Manchester, Surrey, Cheshire, Leicester. This is basketball. So know our passion, our power, our culture, know our name.